Hey, what's up, fam? Hey, thank y'all for tuning in. I know it's been a while. And please pardon any background noise you may hear. It's hot outside. It's humid. So sitting in the truck, had to crank the AC up. But I wanted to do a video, and you can see in the title. I wanted to address a legitimate question. And the question is, who celebrates the death of a stranger? Now I want to say rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. As y'all know, brother died a few days ago. We're not exactly sure why, what the cause was, all the circumstances behind it. So we just want to wait till all the facts come out before we, without making any assumptions. But I just want to say, man, with the death of a brother, it shows that there are a lot of people, to me, who are miserable, who are hateful, who blame others for the decisions they've made throughout their life. To me, it just seems like it's people that have no accountability of anything that they do. Now, you see a lot of people, the hatred. When you see the hatred, these people are saying, he was misogynistic, which means, the dictionary definition term, meaning you hate a person, hate women or strongly prejudice against women. Which, from the videos that I saw, I've been following brother Kevin for about at least 3 years. Thanks to O'Shea Duke Jackson and brother Philip Scott. I seen him on their channels, and then I just went over to his channel, started following him and stuff. So I've been watching him for a while, and the things that he say are brass, controversial. Sometimes you can tell he may be saying things for just, for clicks, but his message never changed, and his message never, he was never a person that, to me, he never came across to me as a guy who hates black women. And the thing is, it wasn't, as we all know, he had a show. Never once did he call anybody, male or female, man or woman, on his show to berate them. These people chose to call him, asking for his opinion, knowing how his show goes. I mean, if you watched it. Now, if you just watch a clip here and there, no, you don't know the whole context of what his show is about. But if you've watched his show, shows over time, and watching the extended, the full versions of his shows, you understand the context of his show is not to hate women, to hate black women. It's to put everyone in check. Now, the reason why they say that he hated black women, well, that's because the majority of the people that called his show were black women. Matter of fact, they say over 70% of his subscribers were black women. So there had to be, so if he hate black women, that just shows me that those women are just gluttonous for pain. They like to be, crapped on, talk, what I'm saying? It's like they want to hear the truth, but then they want to get mad at you for telling the truth, but then probably go in the room and start crying because they know you're telling the truth, but then will still want to lash out at you because you're exposing them. You're bringing the boil, so the boil is coming to a head, and they're trying their best to put ice on it to keep it going down because they don't want to see all the infection come out when you just keep talking and telling the trade secrets, their emotional secrets or whatever. But anyway, like I said, the point I say of this video I want is bottom line is this man has no bearing on 99.9% of the people in the world, and especially probably 99.9% of the people who had something negative to say, who celebrated his death. And my question is again, like, why? How can you celebrate a stranger's death? Now again, people say, oh, he was, bashing black women, so he deserved to die. Well, don't everybody die eventually? I mean, seriously, there's some evil ass people out here. There's some conniving, dirty, low down, scandalous people out here that live to be 100. Don't they deserve to die? You know what I'm saying? People actually do things to people, like directly. Like if somebody, kills one of your family members, do you feel that person deserves to die? If somebody robs you of money, do you feel, doesn't that person, I'm not saying people should be killed. What I'm saying is, when you talk about who deserves what, wouldn't you think they would deserve it more than Kevin Samuels? Now, let's example, Putin. Vladimir Putin. With everything going on with Ukraine and all that stuff right now, if Vladimir Putin were to die by whatever means, natural causes or unnatural causes, if he were to die right now, I could care less. Not saying nothing evil, not saying nothing good about the guy, it just would not affect me emotionally enough for me to need to take a moment, take some time out of my day, reevaluate my life. It just wouldn't happen. But those people that are in Ukraine, that he's sending bombs to, killing their families, for whatever reason, and I don't want to get into that. I'm just saying about what people believe, what's happening, and why people believe it's happening. Those people in Ukraine who are dying, whose families being killed, murdered, whatever. If he was to die today, I guarantee they would feel some type of way about it. Rejoice. Would be very happy if something happened to him. You see what I'm saying? They have a reason to. But me, myself, on the surface of everything I see, whatever's played out in the news and how he's affecting my life, I could care less. To make a dude say anything, he probably, he probably just like a lot of people just hate black people. So if he died, you think I'm gonna be like, oh right, one more racist person dead. Nah, it don't matter to me because I can't control how people think or how they feel or what they do. As long as it does not affect me directly, I mean, it is what it is. I'm in control of my own life. I make my own choice. I still got the ability to make my own choices. And if I'm miserable or if I'm happy, I still have the ability to control all of that. And so that's why I understand why people who say Kevin Samuels said this, did that, and like I say, most of them you are wrong, because he wasn't, like I say, he didn't hate black women, because he brought everybody to smoke. As a matter of fact, I saw a video the other day that reminded me, I remember seeing it before, but a guy named Carlito Way with the 44, he posted it on his Instagram page when Kevin Samuels wanted this young brother who felt that women should choose him just because he's a man. And I'm like, what? You know what I'm saying? They said he was like 5'10", 275, 280, down to 300 pounds. Ain't even, think making like minimum wage or something like that. And he felt that women should choose him, and Kevin Samuels went off on him. And you know what I did? I laughed through the whole video. Every time I hear it, it cracks me up because he's going off on the dude. Because look, I'm 5'10", about 240, 250, whatever. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dropping pounds as we speak. But I laughed at the thing. I mean, I can sit there and say, dang, that dude there, you know what I'm saying, a little bit bigger than me, about my size. I mean, I make a lot more money than him, but man, that's hard. You know what I'm saying? But I laughed at it because he told the dude, get your money up, get your weight down, get your status up. Then you can go out there and demand and expect, increase your chance of being chosen by more females that you feel is at your caliber. But at that point, you ain't there. And like I said, he went off on talk about he must have like a small male member or something, because he had nothing to offer women. And you did not hear a bunch of men go off on him, call him, you know, a male basher, hate black men, ain't you got a daddy, whatever the case may be. You didn't hear that from men. So when he goes off, so when some people say that he only bashed black women, that's just because they're the only ones that was, I'm just gonna say, ignorant enough to call his show, for the most part. But there were white women, Asian women, Hispanic women on there. He did the same thing to them. Again, it was just our sisters who called his show on a nightly basis and put their business out there looking for his opinion or trying to check him. Again, like I say, but what does what he's saying about you got anything to do with your weight, how you conduct yourself as a woman, as a mother, as a potential wife? Nothing. It has nothing to do with anything like that. But people are upset. But to me, there's an old saying, hit dogs holler. And that's most definitely true with this here. Like I say, it's people out there who have actually done things to everybody who's sitting here rejoicing about death. Again, everybody dies. That's what I don't get. It's like, how can you say you wish death on somebody or you happy somebody die? You gonna die. We are all gonna die one day. So you're actually putting a lot of energy into something that's inevitable for everybody. So it's like, and again, it's with somebody who has nothing to do with your life, or who does not control any aspect of your life, but yet you're so miserable, you're so mad, haven't got the life that you wanted, so you got to take your frustration out on somebody instead of taking it out on yourself. But that's all I got to say about this video, man. Let me get out of here on this topic. Again, like I say, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels. Shout out to Marlon Wayans. You know, he put out a great video saying that, hey, Brother Samuels had a message. It was not, and let me say this. Oh yeah, and he never said, people always say he told women to die alone. That is not what the man said. What the man said, and so you gotta take, that's what I'm talking about, watching these snippets and then listen to your girlfriends tell you some bullcorn that ain't true. The man did not say, you just go, if you're over 30, got a bunch of dogs, 5 kids by 4 baby daddies, that you're gonna die alone. That's not what he said. What it was is, he's talking about a certain caliber of man. I'm just talking about this specific example, because like I said, I can go to what he was telling these brothers about that want these specific types of women, but the brothers had nothing to bring to the table to even garner that type of person. So what he's telling his women is, look, you calling me saying that you want a high value man, which is going to have to make a couple of $1 million, depending, based on their criteria and what they want and how they want to live. He asked specific questions about what you look like, how many kids you want, how much money, or how much of the bills do you want to pay as a wife, what kind of participation you want to put into this marriage. He goes off of those questions and he says, okay, well, the man that you want, the man that you're talking about in this day and age, in this economy, has to make a certain amount of money. And if you're making that kind of money, he has a lot more options than you. He can go out, because what dudes will do, dudes will get money, they'll want them a young tender. But you got women that do that too. They want them a young man when they get older, you know what I'm saying, making money. Because it's all about molding a person. You can get mad and you can call it what you want to, but that's just how it is. So he's telling them the kind of caliber of man you want, the odds of you getting that person are very slim, because every woman wants that man. So what you should do is broaden your horizon and looking for your average guy, a guy that's more on your level. if you get the guy up there, I mean, that's great. I mean, more power to you. It's like somebody winning the lottery. You know, so somebody winning the $500 million trillion Powerball, and only one person win, but everybody in the world play it. Okay, you get that. That's fine, but But in the meantime, don't count out the average guy or the guy that's more on your level. Like, seriously, like how you living, not how you want to live, but how you living. Don't count out that person. Don't settle for no little what we call Pookie and Ray Ray. But you know, but you gotta expand your hopes and dreams to include average guys. These women say no. That's the man I want, and why can't I have him? And he's already explained to you why you can't have him. And they go back and forth arguing for whatever reason till he get to the point to where he says, well, ma'am, you are going to die alone. And that's what you deserve, to die alone, because you don't want to settle for an average guy, a hard-working man, you know, who's going to be a great husband, going to work hard to provide for you so y'all can have an average life. Yes, you have to work. And I don't know who told women that you don't have to work, especially all you Christian Bible-thumping women, because when you look in the Bible, and they have the scripture about the virtuous wife, and God, I can't think of it right now. I don't know if it's Proverbs or Psalm, but it's like chapter 10, verse 10. Anyway, misquote. Sorry. But the virtuous wife, that woman had a household, went out and worked, you know, so made sure the house was taken care of, and made sure she went out there, made sure the house was taken care of, basically, and also did work. You know, provided. And it also, because it says an idol, because it says she doesn't allow her mind or hands to become idle. Because in other verses in the scriptures, it say, you know, the idle mind is a devil's workshop. So you got to put it all together. So again, like I say, anybody, I don't know who in the heck said that, who told people that women shouldn't, that's an American, that's a westernized thing, that women don't work. But anyway, like I said, he never told the women, you should die alone just because you got 5 baby daddies. No, he said that if you think you're going to get this man here, who most likely when he making that kind of money, he would be in his 40s or 50s. So he either came up with his wife, or he's going to find somebody that's on equal to his level, or somebody, if they're not equal to his level, business-wise, financial-wise, whatever the case may be, he's going to find somebody young that he can mold. You know what I'm saying? They can have his children this and the third. You know, so help him start and create his legacy. Those are the 2 rankings of women that he's going to look for. Then it may trickle down after that, but marriage-wise, those are going to be the 2 things he's looking for. If you're not providing either one of those 2 things, your pickings are very, very slim. So find your average man. But if you sit here arguing and say, no, I deserve this and the third, then he's telling the truth. Woman, you're going to die alone. Period. But anyway, like I say, that's all I want to say about this video here. Like some rest in peace to brother Samuels. Man, like I say, your message to us who think logically and understand was loud and clear. Whether we agree with everything you said, whether we agree with your presentation, whether we agree with it or not, don't matter. Like I said, your facts, your messages, everything you put out there, we understood where you was coming from, we understood where you was going, and it was a conversation that needed to happen, and hopefully this conversation will not die with your death. Does someone need to pick up the mantle and become the next Kevin Samuels? Nah. Let Kevin Samuels be Kevin Samuels, but you got men out there who's already doing these things, so let's just, all brothers need to do is just step up your game. Just continue to do what you're doing, because the message has been put out there. But anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. Hey, be sure to like the video, man. Hopefully put out more content as time goes on. Been pretty busy, a lot of things going on. You probably see it in my face, but it's time to get back to work, man. Time to get back to time to put everything back on the right track. With that being said, y'all take care, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.